This fork killed people, not because of metal, because in 1000 AD, Europe believed it was a tool of the devil. Imagine being told that eating dinner could send you to hell. That's exactly what happened when forks first arrived in Europe. The fork didn't start in France. It started here. Constantinople, 900 AD. But not for farmers. For royalty. 2 prongs. Solid gold. It wasn't a tool. It was a flex. A way to say, I'm too important to touch my food like an animal. Then it hit Venice. Thanks to her. Maria Argyropolina. A Byzantine princess who married into Venetian nobility. And she brought her forks with her. This is what shocked Europe. St. Peter Damian wrote this about her in 1004. She did not deign to touch her food with her fingers, but would command her eunuchs to cut it up into small pieces, which she would then raise to her mouth with a certain golden instrument with 2 prongs. He called it excessive delicacy. In other words, sin. The church didn't just dislike forks. They declared war on them. Because this golden instrument broke 3 rules God supposedly made. Sin number 1, gluttony. Forks let you shovel food in faster. Less contact with your meal meant less gratitude to God. Sin number 2, pride. Using a fork said, I'm above other people. Saint Bonaventure called them effeminate and unnatural. Sin number 3, the devil's tool. The fork had 2 prongs. Sound familiar? Priests preached it looked like the devil's pitchfork. Using it was inviting Satan to your table. So forks stayed banned. For 700 years. While the Arab world kept using forks, Europe doubled down on hands. It became a sign of piety. Then 1347 happened. The Black Death killed 1 out of 3 Europeans. Here's the irony. The church said the plague was God's punishment. But their fork ban may have made it worse. No forks meant everyone shared food with bare hands. Same bowl. Same fingers. Same germs. The ban finally cracked in the 1400s. Rich Italian merchants saw forks as luxury status symbols. By 1533, forks hit France when Catherine de' Medici married the French king. French nobles laughed at her, called her affected, but 50 years later, everyone at court was using them. The war was over. Or so they thought. The church won the war against forks. But Europe had just traded sin for poison. Here's what history books skip. When forks spread in the 1600s, they weren't stainless steel. Stainless steel didn't exist yet. Early European forks were made from pewter. And pewter was 70 to 90% lead. Lead plus acid equals poison. And Europeans started eating tomatoes, lemons, vinegar, wine. All acidic. Every time you stabbed a tomato, you were leaching poison into your meal. Doctors noticed it. In 1612, Samuel Stockhausen wrote about miners getting sick from lead. But nobody connected it to cutlery for 300 years. We only figured this out in the 1900s. Modern studies show lead utensils can release 100 times more lead with acidic food. So the church was wrong about forks being sinful. But they were right about one thing. Forks were killing people. The fork war ended in the 1700s. Not because the church changed its mind. Because of stainless steel. In 1913, British metallurgist Harry Burleigh invented stainless steel. Finally, a fork that didn't poison you. But the cultural damage stuck. In Ethiopia, India, and parts of the Middle East, eating with hands is still normal. Still seen as more respectful. So every time you use a fork, you're using a weapon that survived religious war, plague, and lead poisoning. From heresy in 1004, to status symbol in 1500, to poison in 1700, to normal in 2024. And this isn't the only object with blood on it. Your kitchen is full of them. Tools we use every day that killed people, started wars, changed history. Next video. The spoon that killed thousands during the Victorian era. And the reason will make you check your kitchen drawers tonight. Subscribe for more dark history. Because the truth is sharper than you think.